Close your eyes. Let the noise of the world fade. The chaos, the clutter, the chasing, the proving. All of it can wait. You are here now, and that is enough. Tonight, you are not running from anything. You are not reaching toward anything. You are simply remembering who you are and what cannot be taken from you. As you fall asleep, let the wisdom of the Stoics whisper through the chambers of your mind. Let their strength become your strength, their calm your calm, their clarity yours. For in the stillness of night, when the world forgets you, you will remember yourself. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions, than your own soul." Tonight, we go there. Not with striving, not with force, but with awareness. With breath. With stillness. You were not born to be tossed about like a ship in a storm. You were not born to be enslaved by every opinion, every fear, every passing mood. You are more solid than that. More permanent. And even now, as your eyes grow heavy and your muscles soften, your mind sharpens. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So as you drift, consider, what if every difficulty today was simply raw material for your strength tomorrow? What if life was never against you, only preparing you? You do not need more control. You need more acceptance. You do not need more things. You need more clarity. You do not need more praise. You need more purpose. The Stoics walked through war, exile, betrayal, plague, and death. But their minds remained undefeated. Why? Because they refused to build their peace on anything external. They looked inward. They saw clearly. And they held firm. Tonight, you will begin to do the same. Whatever hurt you carry, let it dissolve into the silence. Whatever fear has stalked your steps, let it tire itself out trying to chase you here. You are not your past. You are not your possessions. You are not your reputation. You are your character. And your character is forged, not found. Now, breathe. Deeply. Slowly. With each inhale, take in calm. With each exhale, let go of everything that does not belong to you. You were never meant to carry so much. The Stoics remind us, if it is not within your control, it is not your concern. Repeat that truth in your mind until it becomes muscle, until it becomes reflex, until it becomes freedom. Sleep now, not to escape life, but to anchor yourself in it. Let these words rewire your thoughts, so that when you wake stronger. Not louder, but deeper. Not harder, but wiser. Because strength does not scream. It does not show off. It endures. It understands. It lets go. As you sleep, we will continue. Marcus, Seneca, Epictetus, their voices will echo quietly in your subconscious. And long after this audio ends, the strength they planted in you will not. So rest, traveler. You've carried enough. Now let the Stoics carry you. You are safe. You are still. And you are beginning again. Script continues with the next segment of Stoic reflections, parables, quotes, and applications tailored to dreams, peace, and strength in sleep. Yes, let us continue. Let the silence speak now, broken only by the voices of the wise. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, offered this. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Let those words settle into you. You are not the chaos around you. You are the clarity within you. Inhale. Exhale. The world may shift, but you are steady. The world may judge, but you know yourself. The world may burn, but you remain untouched by flame. Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." So let this night not be wasted. Let it be a return to yourself, to simplicity, to truth. Feel the weight of your limbs now. Heavy, relaxed, each muscle releasing, each breath sinking you further into a state of awareness without tension. You do not need to rush to fix anything. You do not need to chase, to prove, to perform. Tonight, you are not the role you play, not the title you carry. You are something deeper, older, untouched by circumstance. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." So ask gently, where today were you a servant to impulse? And where were you sovereign over your soul? There is no shame here, only learning. There is no failure, only feedback. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to take the next right step. Feel your heartbeat. Steady. Come. You are not broken. You are being refined. You do not need to be fearless to walk forward. You only need to walk forward despite the fear. And when the noise comes back, as it always does, you will remember this stillness, this moment, this wisdom, because now it lives inside you. And so, as you drift, let these truths wrap around you like a warm cloak. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. You are not your failures. You are the one who learns from them. You are not your past. You are the author of your present. And no matter what comes tomorrow, you are prepared, not because you control everything, but because you fear nothing within your control. You are calm. You are strong. You are enough. The ambient music deepens, subtly becoming more ethereal, inviting deeper rest. Sleep now, and let the Stoic flame burn gently within you, lighting the path forward, with grace, with strength, with unshakable peace. The narration softens into a whisper as the story flows into the next section, a gentle cascade of timeless Stoic quotes, layered with slow affirmations, guiding the listener deeper into sleep. Yes, now we begin the quiet unfolding, a stream of ancient truths, spoken not to be remembered, but to be felt, to reshape you from the inside out while you rest. Let the words come like waves. Let them wash over you again and again, until they become part of you. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Epictetus. You are safe. Your fear does not define what is real. Let go of what lives only in your mind. He who is brave is free. Seneca. With every breath, you release fear. With every breath, you claim freedom. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. Marcus Aurelius. Tonight, you release judgment. Tonight, peace takes its place. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. You have everything you need within you. Gratitude is your wealth. Simplicity is your power. No man can escape his destiny, the next inquiry being how he may best live the time that he has to live. Marcus Aurelius. And that story is just beginning, because the world isn't going to stop testing you. There will be days when it feels like the universe is conspiring to break your resolve. A close friend will betray your trust. A loved one will say something that cuts deeper than any enemy's blade. Your plans, meticulously crafted, will fall apart in a single day. And in that moment, your old self will rise. The self that wants to react, to shout, to disappear, to strike back. But now you know better. You'll feel the fire rise in your chest. But instead of letting it consume you, you'll breathe. You'll remember what Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself in the quiet of his chambers. If you are distressed by anything external, The pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. He was not writing to impress the world. He was writing to master himself. And now so are you. Because mastery isn't one moment. It's thousands of invisible ones. It's biting your tongue when you could destroy with words. It's walking away when ego demands you stay and win. It's choosing silence over revenge, stillness over panic, grace over retaliation. And here's the truth. No one will clap for these victories. No one will notice when you carry your suffering with dignity, or when you resist the pull of the old, reactive self. But you'll know, and that knowing will echo deeper than applause ever could. You'll walk through life like a mountain moves through the wind, untouched, unmoved, because you've done the work. You've gone to war with your instincts, and come back wiser. You've learned that calm is not weakness, it's weaponry. That patience is not passivity, it's power restrained. And slowly, something changes. You no longer seek to control every storm. You simply become the eye within it. You don't chase respect, you radiate it. You don't demand peace, you embody it. Because the Stoic doesn't just read philosophy. He lives it. He breathes it. He becomes it. And you are becoming it too. Not in grand declarations, but in subtle, unshakable strength. In the way you hold your tongue. In the way you meet pain with posture. In the way your silence says more than anger ever could. So remember, every moment you choose to respond instead of react, you are not just changing the course of that moment, you are transforming the very course of your life. Brick by brick, breath by breath, you are building something eternal. The world will scream. Let it. You'll remain unmoved. You are becoming what few ever do. A master of yourself. A warrior of the mind. A Stoic in motion. And your journey has only just begun. Because this isn't a destination. It's not a mountain you climb once and conquer forever. It's a discipline. A quiet ritual of returning. To yourself. To your breath. To the choice, again and again. Some days, it will feel effortless. The storms will rage, and you'll walk through them untouched. But other days, you'll falter. You'll raise your voice. You'll react. You'll slip back into the old skin, the one that itched with anger, that bled from every wound, that answered pain with more pain. And that's okay, because the Stoic doesn't chase perfection. He practices presence. He forgives the fall, and rises stronger from it. Marcus Aurelius failed too. Epictetus got angry. Seneca was tempted by wealth, by pride, by vengeance. They were human, just like you. The difference? They returned. Every single time they lost themselves, they returned. To reason. To virtue. To the quiet truth beneath the noise. You will do the same. Because you've begun to taste a deeper kind of strength. Not the strength of muscles or loud words or dominating others, but the strength of restraint, of principle, of holding your values when the world tries to tear them from your hands. And that changes you. You'll walk into rooms differently. You won't need to prove anything. You won't need to win every debate, answer every insult, chase every victory. You'll be grounded, not in ego, but in essence. And people will notice. Not because you shouted louder, but because you carried yourself like someone who cannot be shaken. There is a man, or a woman, rising inside you now. One who does not answer to impulse. Who listens more than they speak. Who walks away from unnecessary battles. And smiles when provoked. Not out of weakness, but because their peace is more valuable than the argument. That is who you are becoming. And slowly, that version of you will stop being something you slip in and out of. It will become your default, your nature, your home. You'll begin to notice how quiet your mind has become. The inner storms will still appear, but you'll meet them with curiosity instead of panic. You'll feel the anger rise, and smile at it like an old friend, no longer needing to act on it. You'll feel the sting of criticism, and see it not as an attack, but as an opportunity. This is how a Stoic lives, not as a statue, emotionless and cold, but as a flame, controlled, purposeful, bright enough to light a path, but never wild enough to burn the village down. So the next time life strikes, pause, feel, choose. Respond with the strength of a mind forged in fire. Respond with the calm of one who has seen the battlefield, and no longer fears it, because this world, it doesn't need more noise. It doesn't need more reaction. It needs men and women like you, rooted, resilient, unmoved. And so you rise, not just as a student of Stoicism, but as a living embodiment of it, the kind who doesn't talk about philosophy, the kind who is philosophy. You've trained your mind. Now walk into the world, and your journey has only just begun. You've trained your mind. Now walk into the world, and let your silence teach what words never could. Because the real test isn't in what you know, it's in how you live. When no one's watching, when the pressure's on, when your heart is breaking and your hands are shaking, but you still hold the line. That's the moment it counts. It's not in the books on your shelf, or the quotes you recite. It's in the breath you take instead of the insult you throw. It's in the space you create between stimulus and response. That sacred space, that is where you're rewriting your life. You'll see it in the small things first. The traffic jam that used to ruin your morning now becomes a chance to practice patience. The rude comment that once kept you up at night, you now meet with indifference. Not because you don't care, but because you've outgrown the need to defend your peace. That's growth. That's power. That's Stoicism alive in the bones. And it will spread. People will begin to notice. Not because you preach, but because you carry something rare, something ancient, something still, a presence, a quiet command, a mind that doesn't flinch. They'll ask, "What's changed?" And you won't need to answer. They'll feel it. You'll have become the calm in the chaos, the fire that doesn't burn, the mirror that reflects but never distorts. And when they ask how, you'll know it wasn't one moment. It was 1,000 tiny battles within. 1,000 times you chose clarity over chaos, principle over impulse, wisdom over noise. That's what forged you.